Hi, my name is Chris Newton, and I will be talking about my movie poster for Guess Who's Coming to Dinner. The film's premise is about a couple who stands for liberal principles being faced with what they say they stand for, and when their daughter comes home and announces that she will be getting engaged to an African American man. The film was produced in 1967, and at this time there was a lot of still political discussion about interracial marriage, and it was just starting to become legal in many states. So this was significant movie history because it was the first film to actually portray interracial marriage in a positive light. And the movie was very successful. It received 2 Oscars, and even though it had a budget of $4 million, it grossed about $56 million. And the protagonist in this movie is Mr. Drayton, and the main obstacle that he's facing throughout the movie, he goes through different stages of how he's thinking through the process. The main obstacle is the time constraint. His daughter comes home and says that she's leaving with Dr. Prentice in the morning, and even later in the day, she announces she's leaving with him that night. So he has very little time to make what it seems like a tough decision, and that is what seems to frustrate him the most throughout the film. And what finally forces him to change is the discussion he has with Mrs. Prentice, and she tells him that when men get older, they tend to forget what it feels like to be in love. And he was having a hard time. She told him he was having a hard time with this decision because he had forgotten what it was like to be in love and why they were making the decision so hastily. And for my poster, I just put the city in the background because this takes place in the city of Los Angeles. And the slogan at the bottom, "A Love Story of Today," was actually a slogan on the original movie posters. When the movie came out, on the advertising posters, it was called "A Love Story of Today." And obviously I put Joey and Dr. Prentice in the background behind the title because they're the main characters, and it shows what the movie is about. You know, interracial marriage. It shows a black man with a white woman, and at the top I put the stars of the movie because this was a very impressive lineup for a movie. It had these are all three. Sidney Poitier was his career was just starting to take off, but he was definitely a star at this time. And Spencer Tracy and Katharine Hepburn were pretty big faces. So I think that also helped a lot with the success they had in the box office. So yeah, thank you.